Hi, and welcome back to Sailing Zephyr. After 3.5 years of sailing, we have finally made it to the east coast of the US. Join us as we make the 1,000 nautical mile journey from Fort Lauderdale to Annapolis. If you would like to support our journey, a great way is by clicking the subscribe button. Enjoy the video, guys! In this week's episode, we leave Wrightsville Beach behind and head towards Beaufort, North Carolina, with a quick overnight stop right about here.
Alright guys, so we've been under loads of bridge so far on the ICW, and I haven't worried about a single one. But this one is the only one that I'm worried about. It's the topsail bridge. There's been loads of reports that the high port is a little off. They're all supposed to be 65 feet, so I think this one they're saying is 64, but we're good though. I've measured our boat, and I'm pretty sure with the antenna we're 63, but we're 60-foot mast with a 3-foot VHF. Me from my winter hell. I've got candles and candy. I can be your daddy if you only let me creep into your prison cell. Hey baby, can you tell I'm not a criminal? Your choice is seminal. I want you to stay true to what's right for you. No matter. Wow, that's definitely the closest we've had so far. There's probably only about a foot above the antenna, but I'm super stoked that we didn't hit the antenna. We're through. Now I got nothing to worry about. Let's keep cruising the ICW. The antenna touches.
Alright guys, we are pretty happy because we are arriving to our anchorage for the night. And check this out. See that blue boat over there? That's where we are anchoring. So it's literally just off the ICW here. This is the main thoroughfare. And we're gonna hit a left here. And we're gonna be anchored where those two boats are. Drop the hook, stay the night there. And then we're gonna continue to Beaufort in the morning, tomorrow morning. And that's all she wrote. We set off about 10ish. And we wanted to get to here, and it's way too rough out at sea to do the sail, especially after Storm Alex. So we just thought, well, let's move a little bit at least, and we'll just do it through the ICW until things calm down, and then we can go back out and sail. So yeah, Jane says there's dolphins. I see them. They are just there.
Just find your way and try to stay true.
James, we should swim with dolphins. They're everywhere in this little bit. There's some right there. There we go. Big river dolphins. They're huge.
Speak low, stand in your row. Try not to show this life's a show. Try not to glow. Way down below, it's a lot of woe. And that's not a place where you would like to go. I've got cigarettes and brandy, which could come in handy if you just help me loosen up my hand grenades fuse. Baby, don't refuse my truth, but it's up to you not to choose. I want you.
Da 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 da.
Oh, there's the white.
James has found the marker. Well done. No, that's yellow.
Yellow. So what's yellow? 3?
Oh, the short snubber. This is what motoring does to you. It makes you start to go a bit crazy.
You go loopy, don't you?
You go loopy.
Oh, it's so crunchy.
It's crunchy because it's been in the sun all day. Cruncheroo.
Stay true to what's right for you. No matter who or know what will others say.
Salty. You want some salt on the chips. We only put the short snubber on when we're in shallow water because otherwise the chain hook will actually sit on the bottom of the seabed or riverbed or whatever you're in. That'll just grind along the bottom. So we tend to do the shorter version when we're in shallow water. And here we're in what, 10 foot?
Yep.
So 10 foot of water, definitely going to be touching because our whole snubber extended is 25 foot. That's it. I'll go and hit up the revs here. See what we're sitting in. Beauty of an anchorage this is. All right, so now I just increase the revs a little. Make sure my wheel is centered, which it is. So I get a reference point, increase the revs a little. Increase the power a bit more. And we're all good. So back to neutral. Just getting a bit sticky there. And we can switch off. And we are anchored. I think we can go for a swim in here. We haven't really been swimming in the ICW, but this water actually looks really nice. So I think we might give it a go. There's fishermen everywhere. This looks nice.
I'm jumping in.
After a quick swim, it's time to pull the dinghy out of the water and call it a night. So guys, this morning we totally overslept and we are the last boat in this anchorage. We're only going to Beaufort today, North Carolina, and I think it's about 40 nautical miles, so not too crazy. I'm gonna continue to motor through the ICW. All right, James is getting the snubber off and about to pick up anchor, and I'm gonna drive from back here.
So you got some old army tanks here. I did read that there is a military base around here, and they do some testing, like they'll close the areas and stuff. These old army tanks look like they've been used for target practice.
Hey guys, so since we're on the ICW and it is dead flat here, I've decided to set up and make a video. So that's what I'm going to do. James is into the cookie jar. You know what? There's loads of fruit. Peaches, mandarins, pears.
All words I don't understand.
Anyway, so yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up over here and start editing because James is driving along the ICW and it's a bit noisy down here with the engine, but then I've got it done, right? So here we go.
Guys, we have just arrived into Beaufort, and I'm not kidding you, the greatest entry into any anchorage ever. Forget dolphins, forget beautiful scenery. We have wild horses on the beach.
The wild horses on Carrot Island are believed to be descendants of livestock that was brought to the island in the 1940s. The islands belonging to the Rachel Carson Reserve surround a large estuary or tidal marsh where the wild horses can be seen munching away on the grass. They are thought to be descendants of the Spanish Mustang stock and possibly banker ponies due to their smaller size.
Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday. We're leaving Beaufort. We only decided to stay for the night. We were going to stay a couple of days, but we decided to use the time to get going. We had an amazing afternoon yesterday. Quite a historic city, Beaufort. Saw some incredible things. But yeah, you know, we woke up this morning and we both kind of had a rough sleep and woke up early and we're just like, let's just keep going. So we're still on the ICW, which is not a bad thing. There isn't wind for sailing. It's been a really bad kind of week and a half here for wind. As you guys know, we had that wind event that turned into Tropical Storm Alex or whatever. So, you know, luckily there is this amazing thing called the ICW, so we can keep making progress north and not have to sit in a port for, you know, a week and a half waiting for weather. We've already had a good morning. Dolphins playing off to the side. So today we're going to either do 34 or 50 nautical miles. It all depends on our progress up the ICW. The tide is basically dead low and it should switch in our favor, which should give us a push. If we get that push and we make extra miles, then we might push for that 50-mile day today. Other than that, it's a beautiful morning. Cool. All right.
We continue north up the ICW, and once we reach the Pamlico Sound, our sails finally go back to work.
We just sat down for lunch. We're out on the, was it Pimlico Sound, I think it's called, and we just sat down for eat. There's like no wind. There's 2 knots, and all of a sudden the horse flies, marsh flies, whatever you want to call them, are out in force. We're getting annihilated. We even got like a citronella candle out. We sprayed ourselves. These little bastards hurt, and they're so aggressive. Oh my gosh. Freaking everywhere. Okay. Well, never get tired of this. More dolphins. Let's see if they pop back up. Yeah, it's really, really muddy, isn't it?
There you go.
How are you feeling after all those marsh flies?
Yeah, eaten alive then. Apart from that, we're all good. Where did the dolphins go?
I don't know, they weren't here. Alright everybody, good morning. Today is already turning out to be an epic day on the ICW.